Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be
reacting to my subscribers' K-pop opinions because Lisa slayed Coachella week 2.
On her page and seen her pictures, I said, "Oh, jump scare."
One, thoughts on Lisa's Coachella week 2? Y'all have no idea how freaking proud I am of Lisa right now. I was straight up ruthless in week 1, but week 2? Girl snapped. Best solo stage.
Ruthless? I felt like she praised Lisa in the week.
Yeah, I thought so too as well.
That
I thought
wasn't
that
no
because she
ruthless.
let the bar be so low, and then she was giving her praises.
Yeah,
But the praises she wasn't giving is like stuff that she was supposed to be doing anyway.
yeah,
So it's
but
like
she was still praising. She wasn't ruthless to her. I don't know about that.
She's ever done, period. She gave us actual live vocals, not just heavy breathing into the mic. And those raps? She vomited those verses, barely skipped anything except the hard singing part. And even when she's not singing, she's either hyping up the crowd or going full choreo. She legit sang over 70% live. And this time you could actually hear her because the backtrack was finally in the background and her mic was cranked up. She's a
the
mid-vocal.
second week, I feel like it's gonna be better for a lot of people. It should be better because we worked out all the kinks. And you see other people what they're putting out, and you're like, damn, I need to make sure my performance is giving what it's supposed to
If
give.
second week is worse than first week,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Vocalist, but she powered through her parts with so much attitude and confidence. And let's talk about the chaos. The wind was out here trying to sabotage her, messing with her earpiece right
The
from
wind-
the jump.
oh,
Lisa
the
looked
wind was
nervous
doing
for a
that to
sec, but she just
everybody.
grabbed the handheld mic and kept going like a boss. She absolutely ate that stage. Sure, there was a lot of shake the butt, point at the butt, but I'll let it slide because she was actually delivering with her vocals. Considering what she can do, she sounded solid and her presence was on fire. The production was still top tier, new outfits were cute, setlist was pretty much the same. But Lisa, she leveled up hard. Last week she was playing up to the camera way
It's
more.
good to
But this week,
give new outfits, because honestly, that's the big difference for a lot of people going to week 1 versus week 2. Do you want to go to week 1 and see the performance that no one has seen before for what's Coachella, or do you want to go the second week where they have worked through improvements and possibly we get new looks? That would be a deciding factor. Which week would you go, week 1 or week 2?
Whichever is cheaper.
They're the same. I believe it's the same price.
I don't know. I wouldn't go to neither personally.
But if you were given the choice,
I don't
because remember
know.
week 1, even the team itself is working, organizing the people into the spaces.
Yeah, but week 1 is kind of you experiencing it. Others already seen it online, so it's
Yeah.
not the same. Honestly, I wouldn't go to neither. It doesn't interest me at all.
she was all about the crowd, camera in her face, and she just ignored it, eyes locked on the audience. The crowd was loud and she was feeding off that energy. Every time they sang along, you could see her confidence go up a notch. Big props for that, Lisa. And yo, her chemistry with the backup dancers? Different this week. She was actually vibing with them, treating them like her members, not just randoms in the background. The bond was real and they all served. That one
I think
dancer
so
with the
too. That I think a lot of the dancers that work at Coachella, they're local too as well. So they're not their usual team or staff members. So that first performance, of course, there's gonna be a bit awkwardness. But after you get through it and you perform it again, it's like there's much more chemistry, and that reads well to the audience.
Yeah, as we said, the second week should be a better performance-wise. So it's definitely.
I would
if-
expect new looks.
If you want a better performance, you should go to week 2. If you want like the first time experience that nobody's ever seen before, go to week 1. I think that's what it boils down to.
I guess some people also are interested in seeing bloopers too. Like, oh my God, this was this moment that was like
Yeah,
everyone was
that's
talking
fair.
about.
The flame haircut? His chemistry with Lisa was the best part. Sexy but not stealing her shine. And don't even get me started on the live band. The drummer was absolutely on one. Seriously, this whole performance was something to be proud of. Too bad they cut off her mic before she could say goodbye to the crowd. 2. Have you seen the leaks
Oh.
That means she went overtime.
She was having fun. Sounds like
about one of the NewJeans members' parents having custody issues, where one parent opposes the contract termination while the other
This
supports
is
Minheejin?
old.
Many are speculating it's either Heron or Hyen, as they're the only minors. But the parents' Instagram account denied all of this. Do you think Heron or Hyen could pull a Kina? I don't think so. People manifesting Heron or Hyen to flip on Minheejin like Kina did with 50-50 are ignoring reality. There's no redemption arc here. Heron's silence doesn't mean dissent. She's not some doe-eyed bystander. She wore Minheejin's face on a shirt just like Minji. She nodded along to every lie in press conferences. She rebranded as NJZ without a flinch, saying out loud Hybe has to pay us and we don't want to understand. That's not neutrality, that's a manifesto. But fans keep infantilizing her because she's pretty and introverted. The halo effect in action. She looks innocent, so she must be innocent. Nonsense. Visuals don't erase agency. Her actions scream loyalty to Minheejin's cult. She's not a hostage. She's a volunteer. As for the other minor in this dumpster fire, Hyen was 15 when all this started. She's just a kid, yes, but her family's tied to Davalink. Minheejin's money pipeline. Her family aren't bystanders. They're co-conspirators. Even if she wanted out, she'd have to revolt against her bloodline and 3 domineering older members. Not happening. This isn't 50-50. Kina had no family stakes, no emotional bonds to the givers, while Hyen's trapped in a cult of Minheejin's making. Her participation isn't consent, it's survival. The families are in too deep. This isn't just about the girls. Their parents voiced support for Minheejin, backed lawsuits, and let their kids torch Hybe publicly. If one member flipped, Hybe would gut them all. Leaked texts, emails.
It's just at some point the family is gonna need money. I don't know how they're able to fund and stay afloat, but at some point someone's gonna need a bill that needs to be paid, and they're gonna say, "Hey, what's going on? What's this all?" And eventually we're gonna start to see more cracks in the situation.
I don't know if what she's saying is true. You know that I'm assuming
How
Heron
does
is
she
the girl.
know?
Heron is the girl because she keeps saying Heron. That she's wearing the shirt. She's repping Minheejin, all that. She's repping NJZ. Yeah, but I think for her it's easily to just come out and say, "Oh, I was scared," and I think people would resonate with that because she's the youngest or one of the
Yeah.
youngest. She's being like, because we've been talking about Stockholm syndrome. Whether it's Stockholm syndrome or not, or she knows what she's doing and she would just try to play off as Stockholm syndrome, I think it would work because there's just a lot of factors that one could consider and give them, a benefit of the doubt. So I don't agree with her in this
The
take.
only thing I'm having trouble with is that at some point they put themselves in the victim, and then at some point they make themselves the hero. But as a victim, they say, "Look, we don't have the autonomy they're controlling. We need this person to tell us what to do and how to perform." And then the next moment,
Yeah, they slipped with that.
yeah,
They
and then
slipped with
and then
that.
the next moment they're like very tough and they're
Yeah.
calling all the shots. So it's like this flip, like they know that switch that goes on and up. But then again,
Yeah.
that they're also human. Sometimes at some moments you feel like the victim, and in other moments you feel like you're the champion.
Financial trails? The families have skeletons piled higher than Hybe's building. Mutual blackmail is the glue here. No one defects without dragging everyone into the mud. Kina walked away clean because the givers had no leverage. NewJeans'
Oh.
parents? They're holding
Don't
grenades
you
with the pins.
think they also may feel like time is not on their side? Because in the West, you can feel time is on your side because you could be an artist in your 30s, in your 40s. But if you understand the context that they're in South Korea, they feel like maybe after 25 you have peaked.
But they're 20.
Yeah, so they
How is
like
Taiwan on
technically
the
not
side?
5 years left. And that's if they wrap up in the coming
don't-
year or so.
I don't think they believe that. There isn't a time limit. I think if
Do you
could
think they
easily-
believe that?
I mean, you could counter
Because there's
that
so
easily.
much
Look
criticism.
at Blackpink. Blackpink is like
No,
29.
that's different. But what's the odds that
Twice.
they're gonna be like a Blackpink, or what's
Twice,
the odds
Girls'
they're gonna be a
Generation,
Twice?
Taeyeon,
Yeah, but
IU.
these are like outliers. You're betting on the fact
NewJeans is an
NewJeans.
outlier.
So
they're the most popular 4gen group. They're an outlier. Those are the comps you have to compare them to.
I don't know if they're
NewJeans
still
does not
considered. I don't know.
admit.
I don't know if they're considered still.
Not anymore. Okay, that's fine. But before the whole
But then that
fiasco, they
means
were.
time is not on their side.
Time is on their side. They're still young. They're not 25. If they were 25, okay, maybe we can talk about it. They're 20. Time is on their side. And not even 20. Some of the girls are even underage. Time is definitely on their side.
Pulled, and Hybe's playing the long game. Keep digging your grave, girls. We'll bill you for the shovel. And don't kid yourself. Hybe wanna make NewJeans a lesson. These girls accused juniors of plagiarism, leaked dirt, and burned bridges. You think Bang Si-hyuk's letting them waltz back into the cafeteria? Heck no.
Yes, he will. If they say we're coming back, he will let them in. He will have no choice but to let them in.
And perform.
He will have to fake it, because otherwise they will have ammunition to re-sue now. He would have to accept them and give them the money and everything, like how it never happened. He would have no choice.
Oh, they're just playing the we're still up for negotiation card because that's how they'll win at court and slap them with millions of penalties. Kina had no skin in the game. She bailed because she had nothing to lose. NewJeans? They're Minheejin's disciples. Their identities are welded to this rebellion. Defecting would mean admitting they're frauds, that their trauma was a stunt, their lawsuit's a cash grab. The public would crucify them. Even Hybe doesn't want them back. Why salvage traitors when you can sue them into oblivion and mint a new group by lunch? NewJeans said it themselves. If one person doesn't want to do it, we're not going to do it. They're all in. Heron's smirking in Minheejin merch. Hyen's family is financially entangled. The 3 oldest members? Making Mama Minheejin proud. 3. Poor social relationships are the reason why K-pop will never be
That
taken.
situation is so interesting to me, because I don't know why you would want to continue to not work.
I don't know.
Where are you getting your funding? I don't. Your family is looking. I mean, I don't know if the family even depends on their funds or anything
I
like
have no
that.
idea.
And
Makes no
seriously,
sense to me.
the West isn't about fan signs and boyfriend fantasies. I disagree. When it comes to parasocial relationships, Western stans wrote the playbook. Acting like OnlyFans level obsession with idols is some Asian exoticism is ignorant. Just look at Swifties. Taylor Swift didn't just sell albums, she sold a bestie persona. Swifties stalk her ex's socials to decode lyrics, harass men, and treat Easter eggs like the Bible. Taylor's diary-style lyrics and
And
secret
she
settings aren't
encourages it
relatable.
too.
They're emotional hostage-taking. Or look at the Barbs. Nicki Minaj's stans don't defend her, they worship her. Barbs will gaslight you into believing Nicki's husband.
I mean, she has certain points, but it's the main difference I think in the West is the fans. They don't imagine that they're gonna date that person at some point. That's the main difference.
They do treat them like family. Like, oh, this is like my cousin.
A family, okay, but not like a lover, like it's in a like a sexual relationship.
I guess once they establish a relationship,
It's in that like
that stops.
we don't have that idea that stars cannot date. It does that doesn't exist.
A lot of guys were jealous of Rihanna.
That would be the main difference, I
What-
would say. Aside from like the dedication of fandoms, we do have in the West the same as K-pop. I don't think there's a difference in that. So she's like kind of right, but I do think there is a difference in how the West fandoms goes versus K-pop fandoms.
For me, I just think that, when Rihanna was pregnant, a lot of guys were like sad, like, wow, we lost Rihanna.
It's
a
sad, yeah, but
chance."
jokingly sad. Like I know some people there too. Oh, my wife got pregnant. That's it. I can't do it. Oh, I know. Yeah, people jokingly said that, but
Wait, what?
their wife got pregnant.
Oh,
Yeah,
their wife. That
yeah,
was their wife.
It was joking. Like they know it's not gonna. They're just joking, no fucking around. So we don't have that fantasy that I'm gonna be with that person, because that's what makes K-pop
At least
different.
once they are like in a relationship, people let it go. That fantasy is gone.
Isn't a convicted criminal, her brother isn't a predator, and her lyrical support of both isn't deranged. Criticize her? Enjoy death threats in all languages. Why it's parasocial. Nicki feeds it. She DMs stans, calls them barbs, and treats her fandom like a cult, same as any idol's bubble app. Kanye West's fanbase is a case study in cult mentality. They'll justify his anti-Semitism, criminal flirtations, and Kim Kardashian harassment as genius eccentricity. Why? Because Kanye told them he's a misunderstood maniac and they bought it. Sound familiar? Replace Kanye with any idol's name and it's the same blind loyalty stans give problematic idols. More so, the Hailey Bieber hate train isn't about Selena, it's about ownership. Selenators photoshopped Hailey's face onto corpses, bombarded her with kidney failure taunts and spun every Selena sigh as proof Hailey's a bully. Selena's I'm just like you persona with mental health struggles and authentic social media tricks fans into thinking they're protecting a friend, not a millionaire. Stranger, I'm not saying Hailey Bieber is an innocent angel, but you get the point. Did y'all forget how Justin Bieber's fans rioted in malls, sent death threats to his girlfriends and sobbed outside hotels, just like armies? The difference? Bieber didn't need fan signs to enable it. Social media did. Parasocial relationships thrive wherever fame exists.
That's true.
The 14
The Justin Bieber, the Believers fan base, they're intense.
No, as I said,
Like they're like the Susang. They have Susangs.
the intensities
West.
of the fandoms, we have that here.
Yeah.
I agree with her on that
Like
one.
we see that
It's-
there's like stalkers who go to court for stalking Lady Gaga, Rihanna, all of them.
We have those.
have
I agree
that.
with you. But the line I would draw is we do not have the relationship where it's like, I'm gonna be with this person. Nobody else can have that person but me.
They
don't have that. We
do.
don't
They
have
do.
that. No, if
Because
there's one
they
or
even
two
tell
people, it's
they
not
even tell the
common.
artists pretend you're single so the girls can fantasize wanting to be with
Ooh.
you.
Ooh.
They tell that to all the guys. They tell that
all
to
the
all the
fucking
guys.
rappers rap
all the
about how
guys-
many bitches they fuck.
No, but if they
No.
have once they have a girlfriend, people are upset.
Nobody's upset.
Yeah,
So-
this is the same, almost
No,
the same
it's not.
thing.
It's not.
Same thing,
15-year-old
different
screaming
font.
for TXT Subin is the same one sobbing at Harry Styles' concert. The difference? Racist dog whistles frame Asian fandoms as cringe while praising Western stans as passionate. 4. The Boys' Sunwoo deserves the backlash. It wasn't a non-issue. He dropped his AirPods and yelled
I
at the
think
security
what
guard like they were his
makes
servant.
it
When they handed
to,
it back,
like,
he didn't
social
even say
media,
thanks. He claims
It
he
can
did,
be
but in
the
the
cringe moments. Like it
What
could
are
be
you
like
talking about,
like no, like the Susangs, the extreme cases which you hear from K-pop, and that becomes the face to what the
We
fandom
have
looks
extreme
like.
cases too. I'm not the only
Here and
difference
there,
I
yeah.
draw the line is the sexual relationships that we don't have those that they feel like they own star here. It
I feel
does.
like they do. I disagree.
We don't.
I disagree.
Yelled at the security guard like they were his servant. When they handed it back, he didn't even say thanks. He claims he did, but in the videos his mouth didn't move. Why lie instead of owning up? No fans there have backed him up, and plenty were recording. I disagree. I admit Sunwoo defending himself did make things worse. He came off defensive, whining I always greet cleaning staff as if that's relevant. Was his behavior impolite? Yes. A scandal? No, his mouth moved in the clip. So he could have muttered thanks even if the camera didn't catch it. But sure, crucify him over a 5-second moment where you decided he's a horrible, ungrateful brat. Actress Nana should have kept her mouth.
I really don't understand why she's defending him. That's one.
We saw the video.
I
it looked pretty
do
bad.
not get it.
I don't know if what. Okay, would it be different if we didn't know what was going on and we were just to watch that clip? Because are we judging based on what we've heard about it first and then we see it?
Well, we're judging it based on Nana's comment because I heard the guys on Discord posted the Nana's comment. So I'm basing it on that. Without Nana's comment, I don't think it would have made the news. I think it made the news because Nana commented because she's like somewhat of an actress or something like that. I think that's why it made the news. And to me, her comment was completely appropriate. She's entitled to that opinion. She don't have to apologize to nobody. And I saw his fans are dragging her to apologize. I don't think she has to apologize. Apologize for what? For criticizing him? No. His behavior was not appropriate. He deserved criticism.
The only thing I can think of is like, you know, when something falls, so you don't respond too quickly because there's maybe people around you and you're conscious of the people. And so you're kind of looking to see where it fell.
Rochelle, we watched the video.
I forgot the video.
What did you forget? He went to the letter. Oh, my earphones.
The
He's
thing is,
looking.
I didn't hear him say that.
He said something.
Someone is telling me that, that's what he said, but I didn't hear him say that.
Okay, but it fell. He's looking at it, and he didn't even step forward to pick it up. He didn't even. At least there would be one thing if he stepped forward and the guy grabbed it first, and then he gave it to. Okay, fine. He's just looking. Saying,
No, but he was also moving to the elevator. He was getting into the elevator. I guess he don't want to hold up the elevator either.
So now you're defending him. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I just
Like,
need
what
to
are
see
we
the video.
doing?
I just will have to see the video again because what I
We
realized.
saw the video.
No,
We
but
had
listen, I'm hearing what everyone else is inserting into it, so I'm already thinking of the context. Oh, what he's doing is already bad. Instead of just viewing it, is it truly bad? Because it's just 5 seconds. And I didn't see.
What context are you talking about?
Because 5 seconds, okay. Of course, he has a team of people that's like right behind him.
Yes.
So they're also observing what's going on, and they're supposed to quickly respond to, make things move along.
They're bodyguards or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like I don't know if it was outrageous that someone else picked it up.
So why
for him
did
and
you
he
say
didn't.
that it was outrageous in the last video? I don't
Because
understand.
because everyone was telling me that he said, "Oh, my headphones fell," and then didn't do anything. But I didn't hear him say that.
Well, you wouldn't understand Korean.
Well, but I didn't. I guess I need captions, subcaptions. I don't know.
Well,
And
we
how
saw the video. I don't understand why.
I don't know. It's
I don't get what
because
you're
it's
doing.
5 seconds. It's like
It wasn't 5. The video was 30 seconds long.
Oh, I don't know. I have to see it
We
again.
watched it. What do you need to see again? I'm so confused right now.
I think I need to watch it again. It's been a while.
Oh.
Because to be on and on about it, okay, maybe he needs to adjust an attitude, but to persecute him, it's like a little bit too much.
I don't honestly. Whatever he did is I don't give a fuck. The problem
just-
I
I don't
have
think
is
it should-
that people coming for Nana to apologize.
And no, she shouldn't have to apologize. She's
she
free
didn't
to
do anything
comment.
wrong.
She didn't do anything wrong. I just don't think that people should feed into this on and on and on. It's just like, okay, it was a bad 5 seconds. He was bad. Okay, it could be perceived this way, and it's perceived this way by many of people.
And don't forget,
Fine.
it's not just the 5 seconds. There's more
Yes.
stuff.
Okay.
you
Okay.
saw.
Okay. And then his attitude
His
after and
his
the-
attitude about women
didn't help. Definitely
all that
not.
other stuff adds up to build a character.
So that's where he was wrong. So truly, it should be him to apologize that people have this conception, this attitude towards him. But I don't think the other lady should apologize, and I don't think everyone should be pushing this lady to apologize. I don't know why we're still talking about this with the ladies. It should be about him.
I honestly don't think we should talk about it anymore. It's
Me too.
really not
Me
that big of a
too.
deal. It's
I
just
already know
whatever.
that he just have a bad attitude. He's
that's
not
it.
so like a nice
Yeah,
person, and
it.
that's
We don't need
it.
to talk about it.
But you look worse when you're trying to persecute him. Not even persecute him. Persecute people who judging his bad behavior.
Yeah.
mouth zipped instead of cosplaying Miss Manners. And for goodness sake, this is what you're losing sleep over? Kim, there are people that are
I
dying.
don't want to lose
5.
sleep. Yeah,
Is there a reason
exactly.
why black
Exactly.
artists rarely collaborate with K-pop groups? Is it because of cultural appropriation and K-pop's history of stealing from black culture?
How about K-pop not apologizing for using N-words? How about that?
Not really. While it's a factor, it's not the key reason. Yes, we've seen collabs with artists like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, or Douchi, but unless you're BTS or Blackpink, partnering with K-pop groups offers Western artists little payoff. Why? K-pop is still niche globally. It's not mainstream enough to provide real career boosts beyond streams or social
thing
media
is,
clout.
out of all the people that she mentioned, Nikki, she does love Asian culture, but I know Meg Thee Stallion, she really, really, really is into Asian culture. But the fact that she collabed with the biggest means that, she's just into just collabing with the biggest and not really into maybe a group that's up and coming or anything like that, because that's not where her team is pushing her. So I don't see it happening unless it's a group that's trending or becoming popular.
I feel like there's a lot of K-pop collabs with black artists. I don't know, like
But like what?
Twice and Megan Thee Stallion,
Twice is big.
BTS and Nicki,
BTS is big.
Psy and Snoop Dogg, Big Bang and Missy
Big.
Elliott.
Big.
So who do you want to collab? Boy Next Door?
Well, the big one collab that was
Like, of course, the big people are
Stray Kids.
Stray Kids have the Lil Durk.
Yeah,
who-
that Stray
who do-
Kids.
who do you
Because Stray
want to
Kids, I
collab
don't
then?
think Stray Kids at the time with the collab with Little Dirk were big.
They were big.
This was a really good, like we were just hearing they're putting in a lot of work, and that they were at the point where they're getting that payoff. So they got the collab with.
So who's not big? That
that's
you say?
that's right there.
Because I named.
I mean,
average,
if we see someone like collab with Baby Monster, NewJeans, Itzy could get a collab.
Baby Monster's young. I'm sure they will get collab. They're kind of just too early. NewJeans, okay. NewJeans is done.
You know who would
It's
fit with Baby Monster? Like the girlies over here. Like we could have either like a Sabrina, Olivia Rodrigo. But if you want to consider like maybe black artists, there's not that many black artists. I feel like there's like five of the biggest, because I don't
They
know
just
if they're
wouldn't
gonna
fit,
collab
like-
with any of the smaller black artists that are up and coming. I think the energy goes both ways. I just feel like if the roles were reversed, I just think that whoever has the influence is gonna always collab with someone who's big. That's it. Period.
The exposure is one-sided. K-pop acts gain credibility. Western artists get a bullet point on their Wikipedia page. Labels know this. Megan Thee Stallion's team fought her BTS collab because they saw no upside, but Megan did it anyway. Most labels aren't against K-pop. They're against wasting collab slots on acts that can't crack US radio when they could chase a Bruno Mars feature.
There
Sure,
was no
K-pop
upside.
collabs spiked
I guess her team are uneducated, because there is definitely an upside for her to collab with BTS.
Who, Nicki?
Meg.
Oh, with RM.
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok engagement and streams. But streams don't pay mortgages or crack the Billboard 100 until mid-tier K-pop groups deliver more than hashtags. Western artists will keep ignoring them. 6. Can you talk about Boa's scandal? She insulted a
And it's
colleague while
not
drunk on a
personal. I
live
think it
stream.
would go
Boa's had
both.
quite
It will go the other way too.
the year. Back in April 2024, she accidentally set the internet ablaze with an Instagram story typo, sparking retirement rumors when her contract ends in December 2025. While she was already getting hate for her acting in the K-drama Marry My Husband, fans panicked and Boa deleted her entire Instagram grid, only to resurface days later posting dance videos like nothing happened. Fast forward to a few days ago, Boa was doing a live stream while drunk with TV host Jun Hyunmoo, where a fan asks if he's dating comedian Park Nare. Boa then responded, "No, you're too good for her," dragging Park Nare unprovoked. Backlash? Nuclear. Boa apologized on Weverse, admitted she was messy, and messaged Park Nare privately to say sorry. Jun Hyunmoo also groveled for being a tipsy gossip. Then, in a second apology, Boa trauma dumps about her struggles but vows to keep making music, basically debunking the
Wow.
retirement rumors. As for my opinion, for someone who spent years dodging ageist misogyny, you'd think Boa would know better than to publicly assault another woman on live stream. Thirst trapping with a grown man who should have known better while tipsy? Girl, you're 38, not 21. Where was the manager? The PR minder? The single brain cell yelling, "This is a bad idea."
They
No
were
wonder idols
drinking.
only do lives at their companies with managers present to stop them from embarrassing themselves.
Yeah.
7. I don't
I for
shouldn't have
one
gone
loved it.
live.
I loved what Boa did. I
You
liked
did?
it, yes.
How
It
come?
was fun. It brings reality to K-pop, not no fake shit. Oh no, I can't insult nobody. She fired a shot. We need more of that in
That was
K-pop.
me. memes.
Yes, it was mean, but we need more of that. That's real life. That's like honestly, that's the first real thing about K-pop I see. Everything else is just fucking made out of plastic. It's like cardboard box. You blow, and it fucking falls apart. Now this was legit shit. That's how she felt. She said honestly, she shouldn't have apologized. She should have said.
Drunk lives are fun, but
She should have said sorry. That's how I feel. Well, I guess
you
that
should,
is apology. Sorry, but that's how I
you
feel.
think
It
she
is
should
what
have
it is.
stood by what she said?
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Stand by it. What's the big deal? You think you better than her? You want the man? Stand by it. What's the issue with that?
I
Don't get why
forget
Card
that
is getting
she
dragged.
wanted the man.
Yeah, let's
I
stand by
forgot
it.
that.
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Oh god.
Like, you don't have to apologize for every single fucking thing you say. Like, come on, it's ridiculous. At that point, if you start apologizing for everything, the apology loses meaning too. Like, if every other statement you make is an apology, it's like, come on, you don't have to apologize for everything.
More than Blackpink. Only BM said the N-word, while 3 Blackpink members have said it
I
multiple
know,
times.
right?
Excuse
What?
you? The fact
I don't get why Card is getting dragged more
Card.
than Blackpink. Only BM said the N-word, while 3 Blackpink members have said multiple times. Facts.
that we're even debating whether Card or Blackpink wins the Who Said the N-word more Olympics is proof you're morally bankrupt.
That's
BM
crazy.
said it once, Blackpink said it thrice. Who cares? Racism isn't a scoreboard. The point isn't frequency.
Who cares? Is what matters is that everybody forgot about Blackpink. That's the problem. They never apologized.
And they
It's that
moved
not-
on.
Non-black idols keep using the word, defending your faves with, but they're not the worst is not the defense y'all think it is. Black fans say this hurts and you hit them with, but what about Young Posse and Blackpink as if pain is relative? Imagine telling a black person your trauma isn't valid because my faves apologized. You're not allies, you're enablers. 8. Trainee Sukjun has left the survival show of the upcoming
That's
Starship
my
boy
life.
group. He was my top pick. Starship just debuted Kiki last month, but they're already launching a new boy group via the survival show debuts plan. But chaos erupted when their most popular trainee, and Nearlock for the final lineup, bailed right before the semifinals. Cue fan meltdown. Why'd he bail? Health issues? Lost motivation? Let's get real. The second the show aired, netizens dragged him 4 over-edited promo pics that didn't match his face. Then came the classic vague bullying rumors. Anonymous ex-classmates accused him of having a bad personality. Zero proof. Just your standard bullying
These
rumor mill.
gloves are
Did the
almost
scrutiny break
similar
him?
to what NewJeans wore for their performance.
Maybe, but Starship's staying silent, so we'll never know.
You combed through every last piece of
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.